guys, welcome to ET Land. I'm really excited about the animes in April, and I have 5 new comedy anime that I would like to talk about. And the first one is called Ahalen wa Hakarenai. I actually didn't notice about this until I saw it on Netflix, and it is tons of fun. Ahalen-san is a senior high school student, and she is so tiny that she looks like a lolly, and she just has no idea how to keep the correct distance with her classmates, her fellows, and she had so much trouble in fitting in her school lives and getting new friends. And here is Laito-kun. So he is a kind of not very popular guy, and he also has his trouble in making friends and getting along with people. So these two people met at school, and they have a lot of dramas that they try to be friends with each other, and they were not going very well at the very beginning, and it is just so hilarious. Seeing these two people trying very hard to make friends and get along with each other is a very heartwarming thing to see. And you look at this. I mean, Ahalen-san is so cute. So this is definitely one of my biggest suggestions in this season. And just give it a try, and you'll feel what I am trying to say. You can always go to their homepage to watch their preview and their OP and stuff, so that you can grab a better idea on what is going on in this anime. And they also have manga, so if you're not interested in anime but you want to read manga, then you can also choose to read their manga. The next one is Teromai Romai no Fi. I don't know how to read it correctly in English, but this is how to read it in Japanese. It is a brand new remaster of the original manga or movie that released like 10 or like a decade ago. It's about an ancient Roman who traveled to the current Japan as well as ancient Japan to learn their onsen culture and how to make bathtub and so on. And he brought this kind of inspiration to the ancient Romans. So it's really fun, and is a very creative story that you would never imagine it could happen in that way. It's worth watching even if you have watched it in the past. The third one is Kakuya sama wa kukurasetai. It's actually the 3rd season of the whole anime series, so if you haven't watched it, I think it's better to watch the first 2 seasons in order to catch up the whole story. In this season, we still have Kaguya-san as our main character, and she actually hasn't got a big step forward with her crush Shinogane-san, but we can see some improvements, and we can expect more things to happen in this season. But besides that, there are actually some more other things that will happen in this season. Here comes my favorite character, Fujiwara Saruki, and she is actually, like a sub-character, but she plays a very important role to connect everybody. And Ishikami-san is actually the main character, like behind the story in the 3rd season, so as this girl, Ino-san. So the whole storyline will be based on these two people more than ever in the first 2 seasons. And we still have Hayazaka and the other characters that I'm going to show here. So we can see that this is one of the old characters in the first 2 seasons, and we also see other characters. For example, this is a new character from season 2, and we haven't actually met this guy, I think. And we still have a few different characters, so there will be a lot to tell in this season. Though I think based on this official site, we can tell that they are going to shift their whole focus to Ishikami-gun and Ino-san in this season, but that's still interesting, I think. At least they are still doing the whole plot about Kakuya and Shinogane, so there will be like more drama to happen. And here is the schedule of it. So if you don't have Netflix, you can try to find your resources on these channels. So moving to the next anime is called Paripi Kome. Paripi in Japanese is the short form of party people, so like party animal. And Kome is one of the very famous ancient Chinese people. So one day Kome died and he traveled to the current Japan, and he met Eiko, who is the main character, and actually her voice acting cast is different from the person who sings for her. So while Kome admires Eiko's singing a lot, and then he promised to help her to become a famous singer, and that is the plot. I really gotta say that the singer is really doing a good job. I mean, it has been a while since the last time I think that they have a real music production inside an anime, so I didn't expect that, and it's really good. And I didn't expect I would like it until I watched it, and it's just so funny to see an Asian Chinese people who time traveled to Japan and learned how to, for example, use Instagram, use Twitter, use a smartphone. Like, he learns everything in a day, and he didn't have any kind of language barrier, and he just so smart, and is so creative in the sense that is a little bit unrealistic but also very fun. So you can really give it a try if you have never heard of it, and see if you like that kind of touch. And by the way, it's originated from a manga, so you can actually go and read the manga if you want to read manga instead. Last but not least, here comes my bigger suggestion, Spy Family. And it actually the second episode came out yesterday, so please go and check it out. This is like one of the very interesting story plots and settings in the recent year. So this is a main character, Lord, and he actually have to complete his task, so he got to have a daughter, and he adopted a daughter, and then he found out that he also have to have a wife in order to complete his task. So here is his daughter Anya. She is she has special gifts that she can read people's mind, and she actually had a very sad background, but I outlived that. I don't want to spoil that. And she's just so adorable and cute, and she's an angel, so everything like she does is like very fun and interesting. And he actually helps her father and mother a lot, and here is her mother, and is not a biological mother, but anyway, she is an assassin. Like the whole family is abnormal, and they have a lot of drama in order to live together, and they just care each other a lot, and it's very heartwarming and fun to watch how they are trying to get over every single task and try to cover up their own identities. Like each of them doesn't know that they have superpower, or they're spy or assassin. Well, Anya knows about everything, but like her parents doesn't know anything about that. So it was so interesting to watch them trying to be together and try to go over all the tasks and stuff. This anime is also came from a manga series, so if you don't want to watch the anime, you can go to read the manga series as well. This is my biggest suggestion recommendation in this season, so please try to give it a shot and see if it matches your taste. So these are my 5 anime recommendations. I hope you like it. See ya!